Thank you, Chairman Kirwan. Kirwan Commission, thank you for being here. Elected leaders, thank you. My name is Joe Francavilla. I am the co-chair of the Coalition for the Blueprint for Maryland's Future, along with Shamoya Gardner of Advocates for Children and Youth. And I am also the executive director of Strong Schools Maryland. We are a 501c3 nonpartisan nonprofit organization exclusively committed to ensuring that the work that you all have done over the last 3 years is turned into law and is accompanied by a funding formula that has the necessary revenues attached. And so we have active members in nearly every Maryland county and every single background and political persuasion. And so I want to hit on 3 key points first. First, the conversations you are having are incredibly important. I think today's conversations matter tremendously, but I want to make sure we're not losing the forest through the trees. We're talking about the fundamental transformation of Maryland public schools. And I argue this is the most important legislation of the last 17 years, although I did like what Majority Leader Lukey said earlier, that this is the most important legislation since the 1960s, so I think we'll go with his version instead. And though every single detail of the recommendations is important, especially making sure students with special needs receive the funding and it's not supplanted, we must not let perfect be the enemy of great. Strong Schools Maryland has been with you for this entire journey as we truly believe that these recommendations are transformational. We must resist the temptation to trim the sails or put the policy areas in competition with one another. Second, please embrace the heightened energy that we've seen today and the last couple of weeks and use it to act with increased urgency to finalize the Commission's decisions. Maryland students need you to produce the strongest report possible and turn it over to the Governor and the General Assembly in a timely way. There should be no extensions past the deliverable date of December 1st. Our students have been promised resources. This 3-year process is about our kids, but it's also about our economy and the future competitiveness of our state. The time is now. And finally, the public is with you. We are ready to fight for our kids and our community. I mean, take a look around at all the blue shirts we have today. Members of the coalition, stand up and give a wave. This place is packed with supporters. You have the political support behind you. You have the grassroots ready to mobilize. You have the community. The coalition represents over 360,000 Marylanders. We are ready to get this done, and we ask that you turn this over to the General Assembly, and we begin the process of winning during the 2020 legislative session. So thank you for all the work that you've done. We know that this has been a long process. We know that 3 years has produced a lot of really great conversations. This is transformational work. It should not be overlooked that the work that you did is going to be nation leading. Now we just need to get it done, and we need to make sure it's fully funded during the 2020 legislative session. Thank you.
Thank you to the distinguished members of the Kirwan Commission. My name is Jordan Steele. I'm a resident of Baltimore City. I live there with my wife and 2 kids. Eli is 3 and Sam is 10 months old. We're committed to Baltimore City, and we're especially committed to sending Eli and Sam to their zone public school, Margaret Brent Elementary Middle. Margaret Brent is a really nurturing environment, full of teachers and staff who want to do right by the kids they're charged with educating. But like a lot of Baltimore City schools, Margaret Brent has significant challenges. 80 to 90% of the students are low income. The school itself has been chronically underfunded for years, forcing its dedicated principal to make really tough choices. And just one example, the school has been without a school librarian for years. I run a volunteer program that helps staff the library, but there's really no substitute for professional expertise in this area. Kirwan's recommendations excite me in one main way. You first and foremost, you recognize that many of the kids that Eli and Sam will go to school with weren't born with the same advantages they have. And so they need the wraparound services to help them in school and in life. Kirwan funds this, and it's a core strength of the recommendations. So on behalf of Eli and Sam and their future friends, I implore you to do the right thing and fully fund Kirwan. Thank you.
Thank you both.